Not much to say, but in terms of it's just a tough loss because they were in control, mistakes, penalties kind of cost them.
Yeah, I mean, this was a game that clearly they could have won, probably should have won. But yeah, young teams do these type of things, and they do them at the most unexpected times, But again, this is something that if you're Dan Quinn, you can find something that you can coach these guys from where they're going to still be all ears because, listen, they battled against a playoff-tested type of football team, and they matched Pittsburgh's physicality as well.
2 minutes left in the game. Washington was up 27-21. Russell Wilson dropping a dime to Mike Williams for the go-ahead touchdown. Benjamin St. Juste kind of gave him a free release. What did you see on that play?
I mean, I'm kind of under the premise of why is Benji being put in these situations? Because George Pickens is a really good wide receiver, and we saw that quite a bit today where he was kind of left on an island with this guy. But I guess that's their confidence in Benji to make a play. But, yeah, I mean, those are the type of plays that great receivers make, and I'd like to think there were more tough catches than it was just being wide open.
And then we go to the kind of the final drive there for Washington, trying to get that go-ahead game-winning field goal, and it's a game of inches, pass to Zach Ertz. It was close.
It was. I personally thought it was a first down. I thought his forward momentum, when he caught it, he was beyond the line that he needed, the line of gain. And obviously his knee went down, but I'm surprised they didn't overturn that call. I really am. And you don't want to say one play cost you the game, but in a hard-fought game like this, you don't want it to come down to the referees.
Yep, and then they had 3 timeouts. Pittsburgh got the ball back. Looks like they stopped him. It was fourth down. Steelers were going with a hard count, and the rookie Johnny Newton making a rookie mistake.
Yeah, and I think we all knew that they were going to try to draw him off sides. There's no way Mike Tomlin's going to risk, turning the ball over at midfield, knowing that Washington would need like a couple yards to kick a field goal. And, yeah, I think maybe did someone tell Johnny Newton, hey, remember, do not jump off sides, or was he just so excited and overzealous to make a play? That's a rookie mistake.
Yep, so now they're 7-3, and you got to rinse this quickly because
Absolutely.
The biggest game of the season on Thursday night in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, it's a divisional game. And I think, obviously we cover the team, and a lot of the talk was this was a game they would see where they are as far as a measuring stick against Pittsburgh, and you saw that they're right there with them. But the big game is the divisional game, Thursday in Philadelphia. That's the game where we're going to be wondering, is Marshawn Lattimore going to play? Is Brian Robinson going to play? And let's face it, those guys were missed today.
Yeah, certainly Marshawn Lattimore. You didn't have Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Seibert, the kicker. What does your gut tell you? Obviously, this is a tough loss, but the culture in that locker room, the leaders in that locker room, the Bobby Wagners, the Sam Cosmi, the Terry McLaurins, I feel like they'll be ready to go on Thursday.
Yeah, I think they'll be ready. And I think this is something where you want to get back out on the field. You want to continue to play. Yeah, your body might be a little battered and beat up because you don't have a lot of days rest here. You have a quick turnaround. But again, this team knows they're a good football team. And I think that when you left the Ravens game, they felt like, wow, we played with a team that people think can get to the Super Bowl. And I think today they feel the same way. They probably should have beat Pittsburgh here at home. Didn't do it, but now you have another day to play another good team in the Eagles.
All right, thanks, Scott. Thank you, Lake. Much more to come here on 7 News Sports Sunday on the hardwood.